make some burgers right now. Got some special burgers we're going to cook right now, and we're going to brew some pretty good coffee. Got some THorton coffee. Those are going to be really good. We got the stove. The stove's fixed. I figured out the problem. I'll tell you what happened. We got this guy. We're going to go ahead and brew the coffee here, cook our burgers here. Anyway, I'll bring you back. I got a special surprise for you. All right, let's cook some burgers. All right, we're back. All right, these are some special burgers. These are made from kale and other leafy vegetables. We've got some oatmeal, we've got some black beans, we've got some other grains. We got a little bit of broccoli in there, and we got some pepperoni. And we got a little bit of cheese, and it's all bound together with a couple of free-range eggs. These are very special, and we're going to cook these right now. We're going to put some special spices on there, and we're going to have some pretty good burgers. And we fixed the stove. So the problem is that when I had screwed on the burner after putting that heat shield on with the aluminum foil, some of the aluminum foil got caught in there, and that's what was causing that noise, making it sound like it was SR-71. It's cutting off the air, but now it's burning beautifully. So we've got a beautiful flame there. Let's go ahead and take a look. We got the riser on there. Look at that beautiful flame. All right. And these burgers, we put a little bit of shortening in there. We've got to have a little bit of that greasy texture to it, but it's butter flavored Crisco. You know, it is what it is. When you make a hamburger, they grind it up. It's 80% with 20% fat. So we got to have some fat in there. It's just really important. So what you're seeing right here is that, again, we got a little bit of Crisco. I didn't use any butter on this right here. I'm going to go with some seasonings. I'll bring you back. We got the coffee pot. We got the riser on there. We got the awesome 502 stove right here. And like I say, we're ground some THorton coffee. This is for tomorrow morning. I'm going to use some of that mushroom hot chocolate my wife's got. And yeah, it should be pretty good. All right, I'll bring you back in just a little bit. We got the kerosene lights right there, and I got something special to show you in just a moment. All right, these things are coming along pretty good. We've got a nice little crispy texture going here. We've got our spices. We've got marjoram. We've got our thyme. Got our sage, our MSG, and our ground savory. So we're ready to go, and like I say, we're getting ready to brew here in just a moment. So I'll bring you back, and I'm going to show you that special surprise I got for you. All right, we got the Sportsman painted. There it is. Came out pretty good. It's not perfect, but you know what? This thing is 1,000,000 years old. It's like you got to expect it to be a little beat up, you know, but it's about 1,000,000 times better than it was. Yeah, look at that. Things gonna be beautiful. We've got a color very similar to what we originally had. It looks really 50s. Yeah, not bad. All right, let's get back to our food. We got our burners right there. Everything's ready to go together tomorrow when it's a little bit, it's dry, but we're gonna give it a little bit more time to solidify. All right. Okay, I'm gonna flip these guys over and I'll bring you back in just a moment. I got the fuel turned off and we're just about done here. All right, they're flipped over and those look pretty good. I'm really excited to go put these with some buns, some ketchup, some mayonnaise, and some mustard. I don't think I'll throw any cheese on there. And yeah, I think we're ready to go on those. We're just gonna wait for our coffee. And tomorrow I think we'll go and we'll fire up the iron again. This thing is awesome. So I've decided to repurpose this. It's I think it's gonna be better to use it as a sandwich press. It's got a nice weight to it. It won't damage it. And you know, we can throw on, put some heat there, and we can make some Reubens or make some burgers, and we'll just use that as our press. And like I say, I got 3 more coming. One is a parts iron. It's just missing the font and the valve assembly, this whole assembly right here. It's got the rest, and this piece is in really good shape, so we're going to switch these out. And the handle's not burned. It's got a nice blue handle. By the way, this is, I apologize, this is actually a number 4. It's not a 609. Like, they sent me a box at 609. I didn't bother to read the label. I just assumed that that was the box that came, but I guess they just put them together. But that's okay. I was watching or looking at a collector's website, and I realized that there's a lot of numbers, and they've been pretty much making literally that same model design for a bunch of years, all the way up to into the 70s, and before they stopped. Yeah, these were made until the 70s. They started in like the early 20s, and they came in some really cool colors. They came in red, and there was different blues, and there was black, and they had some bakelite, and they had this type of handle. So the 609 is got a different type of handle. It's different. And also I noticed a lot of them, they have the fire hole here where you light it up on the other side. But yeah. And then I found the old Coleman site that had the instructions for this thing, so I downloaded those. So yeah, this guy's been doing really good. I'm really happy. That's our regular now. We use that all the time. Our green Coleman picnic stove. We're still waiting for the heat shield to arrive, the new one. We'll swap it out with this one and put this as a spare. Yeah, everything's doing good. We've got more lamps coming, we got 5 more lanterns coming. It's pretty exciting. So all right, let's get the coffee brewed. See how we're doing here. We'll crank it up a little bit. Let's take a little longer. All right, I'm going to bring you back. I'm going to actually go and grab the needle nose pliers, and we're going to pull off that heat riser, and we're going to drop this thing down lower. I think it needs more heat. All right, we're brewing coffee. Here we go. Yeah, tomorrow we're going to do Kaladi Brothers. Should be some pretty good coffee. This Tim Horton is really good coffee. I'm really impressed. I really like their coffee. It's real mild and it's not harsh. It is really what I enjoy. All right. And those burgers smell so good. I tell you, when you use the savory, you use marjoram and sage and thyme. I'm telling you, it smells just like KFC. I understand why those are in the recipe. They're really, I mean, it's spectacular. I encourage you to go on Amazon, buy those spices. Those are my favorite spices now with the MSG. MSG really helps too, especially on like fried food. You know, like Chinese wok fried type food and that type of thing. But also like chicken, deep fried things it helps out a lot. I've been using it on a lot of different things. It really helps. It's definitely a flavor enhancer. Right. Well, I wish we had smell-o-vision here. This coffee smells really good. All right. Well, in the meantime here, I'm going to shut this off for a second. We're going to go take another look at these torches. These are our next project. So one of these is a Primus, and the other one is, I forgot the brand. I honestly forgot what it was. It was, I think, a Turner. So this is the Primus. It's a Primus number, what does that say? 19, I can't read it. Primus number 963. Primus number 963. Or is it 9632? But it's a Primus. And, okay, number 632. That's what it looks like. Yeah, this thing looks super cool. Definitely looks German, Swedish, European, whatever you want to call it. It's really funny. This one right here, I think this is the Turner when it showed up. They sent this thing with gasoline in it. I'm serious. It's got like, it's half full of gasoline. They put this, and shipped this to me with full of gasoline. I opened up the package like, man, that smells like gasoline. It's like one time I bought a used fuel pump, electric fuel pump for one of my BMW, or is it BMW or Mini Cooper, I forgot what I got it for. But so they had pulled it out of the car, so it still, you know, had gasoline residue on it, and even though they wrapped it, you could smell the gasoline. This thing is like, you opened up that package, it's like, man, woo, had some serious gasoline in there. But yeah, this thing's gonna be pretty exciting too. If that pump worked, I would try, but I'm gonna have to, I gotta go and open this thing up and get rid of this gasoline and see what's going on with everything. But yeah, this would be pretty cool. This looks like it's from about the 1940s. So I really like this. It's got, you know, it's real artistic. This one here, like I said, is Primus. My one thing I gotta look at here is this, is that jet. That jet looks suspicious, like, I don't know. I'll have to figure it out. It just looks like I can't really see the jet hole, I guess you want to call it. And then we're gonna have to figure out the pump. Looks like it probably has like a leather cup in there. So like I say, that's something for maybe tomorrow or the weekend. We'll see what happens here. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap it up, and like I said, this is the next thing. I saw these on videos. It looks really cool. But I'm really excited. Well, both of them look like pretty exciting to light up. These are gonna be awesome. Yeah, I'm pretty excited. We're gonna employ these somehow in our cooking procedures. You know, they always use torches to like brown things and that type of thing. There's got to be a good purpose for these, but of course I would use white gas in these if I was going to do something like that. Oh yeah. All right. Anyway, we're gonna wrap it up. God bless you all. I think we're gonna shut down our coffee. I think we're good to go on this. There we go. We're gonna take this coffee on. That's hot. There it is. Oh yeah. So this thing has a packing in there. I got to replace the packing. Seemed like it was leaking a little bit. I cranked it down a little bit on that nut there, but I think the packing, if there's a packing in there, it needs to get replaced. Okay, we're going to shut these down. We're going to let these cool down. I'm going to hang them up real quick here. I've got two spots here, and that's like, especially if we have an earthquake. Come out here and we have to get out of the house if it's a pretty big one. Maybe aftershocks. This is where we would muster up. Got the tents and the sleeping bags in there. We'd do a quick setup with a barrel tent. Throw the sleeping bags in there. Light up these little kerosene lights. And if it's ice cold, we'll go with one of the those heaters, catalytic heaters, and ride it out till the morning. So anyway, I think we're going to do for an earthquake out here in the SF area. We'll see what happens here. We're right now, I'm in the Hercules area, and I hope we don't have a tidal wave hit San Francisco. It's like, well, there's Marin to take the brunt of it, but then it would go over if it went through San Francisco and the Golden Gate, depending how high it is, you know, it would probably come in. But we're on the hill. We're on a hill, so hopefully, God willing, it would protect us from any type of, there was a tidal wave or anything like that. But a big earthquake. This house survived the 1989 earthquake. My neighbor said it didn't have any problems. There wasn't any issues. But yeah, you better be aware of these things. So it's always good to, you know, have things ready to go. I got emergency power here. We got our inverter. We're at 12.8. What are we at here? We're at 12.8 volts. Got our 2000 watt inverter. Got a little light right there. Yep. We could plug this in and run the house for a while on that. Then we got the generator. We got a good generator. We need it. We got supplies. We got lots more in the garage. Yeah. Back in 2019, when all that hell was happening with all the elections and all that crazy stuff, I did a lot of prepping. I've been eating a lot of the stuff, and I replace the stuff that we use all the time. But I have a lot of freeze-dried stuff. Those last a long, long time. Yep. All right. God bless you, and have a wonderful evening and week.